Bob floors the gas like a fearless warrior, backs into the river, as if in an action film. Officers searched underwater like they were pearl diving, only to find a black car with no trace of any bodies. The chief orders a 30-mile riverbank lockdown, like playing hide and seek, with Bob hiding in the boat's corner. Bob ran an unknown distance, his wound infected like at a party, then stole a car. He nearly breaks out. The fat cop, like spotting prey, shoots Bob. Now he's a new star, making the Fed a meme. The injured agent's car was stolen, a joke among feds, but he wasn't ashamed as his foe was an ex-marine sniper. Times pound 8 to divide by pondering I grov Chinese letter 3 you acute letter fef micro always wondering planets ein just the letter 1 ff micro divide by took a quarter paragraph symbol 323 knots and 2 cents acute the claim I say a grov circumflex or out planets I know I times a quarter tilde acute you grov cedilus letter 4b9 you remote you circumflex mat you grov armenian tupant plus or minus acute letter 300 letter 73 knots and symbol 36 hook plus or minus -1 3 take you to your mouth 3/4 acute Arabic letter 6 3 you amount they ring letter 3 pound copyright. Bob enters a supermarket, sees news about him hide and seek escalates nationwide, buys water and magical spices. He cuts the supermarket's power line, enters confidently, power can't stop him. He buys water, sugar, salt for cooking. Bob looks like a street vendor, fixing his wound with a thick syringe, changing into a new outfit, ready to hit. He gears up, discovering it wasn't the president who died, but the archbishop next to him, while Nick watches the footage repeatedly, like solving a myth. Bob arrives in Kentucky, deciding to visit his buddy Donna's wife, Sarah. This is quite the family reunion. Sarah saw Bob's photo, but still opens the door warmly. Bob confidently says he didn't assassinate the president. What a kind guy. Sarah knows the real victim was the Ethiopian archbishop, and Bob is left with nowhere to go, like a rabbit being chased. Bob's wound is unbearable, so he begs Sarah for help, saying, "If you want to shoot me, just go ahead." Sarah tells him to park in the garage and rushes to call the police, but a missed call makes her so nervous she hangs up. "Hello? Bob's dog here. Just scared the trash can out of its mind." "Thanks, I'm fine now." Kind Sarah set to help her ex-friend. Donnie died 3 years ago. Every year, Bob writes to and sends flowers to Sarah, as if in a romantic show, then hands her a list for pharmacy errands. Agent Nick stays up all night, certain this assassination's a plot. The ballistic diagram arrived 22 minutes post-gunshot, so efficient. Such speed is overstated even if fast. After reviewing Bob's file, errors seem impossible, so Nick continues investigating. In the video, the flags are flapping with almost no wind. How could a top sniper miss 2.5 feet at 2,000 yards? The chubby officer's report seems oddly suspicious, so Nick decides to have a chat with him when a female officer rushes up to tell him. The fat officer was shot dead in an alley last night, while Bob drank some mysterious liquid and passed out. Bob asks Sarah to extract the bullet, though a teacher. Her surgery succeeds surprisingly. After an eternity, Bob wakes up. Sarah tells him his dog's gone to heaven and asks his next plan. Nick keeps seeking the truth, finds it's a conspiracy, hunts evidence like treasure, while Sarah carefully nurses Bob. Bolt's plan gradually forms. That day, Sarah gets Donna's sniper rifle to help. What a great team. He asks Sarah for help, and she instantly agrees. Maybe it's because she trusts him as Donna's partner. He sends Sarah to meet the federal agent, using him to load the colonel out, and Sarah hands him the colonel's car ID number. Teamwork. Appearing calm but nervous inside like spilled spices, he leaves to find the colonel, as 2 cops eye him suspiciously. Cops told him to remove his hat for check. Bob resisted fiercely. Both fell in seconds. What a swift fight. Nick starts probing the vehicle ID code, hindered by restricted info needing a pass, like a maze explorer. Only a beautiful colleague trusts Nick, watching him investigate at risk of dismissal and detention. She tells him who has the pass. The colonel notices Nick, requesting a full search of the colonel's plate, when coincidentally a witness saw Bob just minutes ago. The colonel acts. Nick's chatting with a pretty co-worker when a car arrives and 3 thugs step out. They bully him into leaving, and in a secluded spot, they start questioning him, and not with questions, but by fitting advanced weaponry. Never seen such a poor fed. The bald man puts a gun in his hand, making a suicide machine. It's absurd. Just then, a man collapses. The bald guy jumps back in shock, hiding behind Nick. But he can't escape his fate. Another guy walks in and finds the fallen comrades, and Bob bursts in like super. Turns out, this was Bob's trap. intentionally contacting Nick, then appearing before the cops debate the Colonel time for a big turn. Nick has uncovered a law, hoping Bob could get a good lawyer for legal protection, but Bob wants none of that chit-chat. So are you in or out? Poor young fellow replies, I've been shot, I'm not even human. I no longer exist, I'll kick his feet. 3 henchmen end up killed, what a comedy. The man in the wheelchair, 22, kills him at 200 yards. Bob's a great shot. Then, they trace Bob's spending. He sends flowers yearly to Sarah, Donna's wife. This chase is wild. 2 can only stick together, as Bob takes Nick to Tennessee, trying to find a legendary gunsmith for future plans. He wishes to find someone who can shoot from 2,200 yards. The old man mentions 3 snipers. It's like a tale of mist. The Russian one is in prison, the Frenchman is already dead, while the other has long since retired. What a legendary figure. They locate him in an abandoned 6-story building. Bob attacks relentlessly, like a savior. If you enjoy such crazy stories, don't forget to like and subscribe.